Okay, let's dive into this. Movies built from you. I mean, that sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie itself, right? But what if I told you this technology is way closer than you think? We're about to explore a future where movies stop being a shared experience and become something else entirely, a story generated just for you. You know, for generations, cinema has kind of been our modern campfire. We all gathered around it. Think about it. A new Star Wars drops or a huge superhero movie comes out. Millions of us all around the world watch the exact same story with the same heroes and the same ending. It was a cultural touchstone, something we all had in common. But that whole model, that entire foundation of shared storytelling, it's on the brink of a silent revolution. The future of cinema isn't just about better special effects or, bigger screens. No, it's about a really fundamental shift in who the story is actually for. And this, right here, is the central idea we need to wrap our heads around. We are moving way beyond simple recommendations. This isn't just an algorithm suggesting another show you might like. We are stepping into an era of generation, where the content itself is literally created or at least modified on the fly. This comparison really nails the difference. Today, a platform like Netflix says, hey, based on your watch history, we think you'll enjoy this existing film. But tomorrow? Tomorrow, it's going to say, based on your unique psychological profile, we've constructed a version of this story that we know you will respond to. That's not just a step forward, it's a massive leap into a whole new world. So you're probably asking, how is any of this even possible? Well, the building blocks are already here, and they're getting more powerful every day. We've got AI that can write scripts, we have digital clones of actors that are shockingly realistic, we can edit scenes dynamically, and we can analyze a person's emotional responses in real time. Seriously, these aren't future fantasies. This is technology that's in active development right now.
All right, let's get into the mechanics of this thing. How exactly would a movie be built for you? The whole process really boils down to four key pillars, four technologies that all work together to create this hyper-personalized experience. So here's the four-step process. It's fascinating. First, it builds a super deep profile of you. Then, it uses that profile to pick and choose from countless story variations. After that, it casts the movie with AI actors. And then, for the grand finale, it actually adapts the film to your emotional state while you're watching it. Let's break each of those down. It all starts with your data. Every single thing you do on a streaming platform, when you pause it, what scenes you rewatch, what parts you skip, it all becomes input. The AI isn't just tracking genres, it's building a deep psychological profile of you. It's learning if you prefer happy endings or dark, tragic ones. It knows if you secretly root for the antihero. Your behavior is literally writing the instructions for your perfect story. So, once it has your profile, we get to step 2, infinite variations. A huge new movie might not have just one official cut. It could have dozens, maybe hundreds, of AI modifiable versions. So you and your friend could watch what you think is the same movie, but you see a version with a tragic, sacrificial ending, while your friend sees a triumphant one where the hero survives. It's the same basic plot, but a completely different emotional architecture. And the customization just keeps going deeper. The actors themselves could become modular. We already know studios are creating perfect digital replicas of actors. So in this future, maybe you get to choose your favorite actor for the lead role. Or, and this is where it gets really wild, maybe you could even insert a digital version of yourself into the story. And the final pillar is the most futuristic of them all. Imagine you're wearing a smartwatch while you watch. The system detects your heart rate is dropping, that you're getting bored. So the film could dynamically speed up the pacing or crank up the tension in the music. Or, if it senses you're getting way too stressed out, it might ease off a bit. The film is no longer a fixed object. It becomes a live conversation between you and the story. Now, that is an absolutely incredible vision of the future, no doubt about it. But this is the point where we need to pivot. Because with any technology this powerful, we have to stop and ask a really crucial question. In gaining all this amazing personalization, what are we giving up? And the answer to that question leads us to a deeply concerning idea: the creation of what's called a narrative echo chamber, a space where stories no longer challenge us, but instead just comfort us and confirm what we already think. I mean, think about what art is supposed to do.
It's meant to expose us to new ideas, sometimes uncomfortable truths, and perspectives that are totally different from our own. But if every story you see is perfectly tailored to your psychological profile, it's only ever going to show you what it already knows you want to see. It's never going to challenge your worldview.
And the potential impact on society is, well, it's profound. We could become emotionally dependent on these perfectly validating stories. But more importantly, we lose those shared cultural moments. There's no more water cooler talk about the big twist in last night's episode, because everybody saw a different twist. We go from having a shared reality to living in billions of totally isolated ones.
This is really the heart of the whole issue. For centuries, our stories have been a mirror held up to society, reflecting our collective hopes, our fears, and our struggles. But when you turn that mirror around so that it only reflects one person, you, it fundamentally changes the entire purpose of storytelling. And that leads us to our final and maybe most provocative question. In a world of perfectly personalized media, one that anticipates your every desire and reinforces your every bias, are you still the one in control? Or are you simply being trained by an algorithm to want exactly what it gives you? Something to think about.